Hi dears, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma. I am so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Tonight, I'm just making a sheet pan meal. I have some of this Parmesan tilapia that I'm going to cook up with some baby red potatoes, some mushrooms, some broccoli, pitiful squash and zucchini I have here, and season it with some Tony's Creole seasoning. And then I'm just gonna make up some hollandaise sauce to pour over top of the tilapia. Easy. And preheating my oven to 350. I sprayed my sheet pan with some non-stick cooking spray. Add my tilapia. Now for the potatoes, I just dice them up. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of olive oil. Mix it up with my hands. Squash and zucchini. I cut them thick. Now for the broccoli. Voila! Now I'm just gonna sprinkle the Creole seasoning over everything except the tilapia. I forgot the mushrooms. And the Creole seasoning on the mushrooms. That's it. Now I'm gonna put it in my preheated oven, 350, for 25 minutes. Halfway through, I'm gonna flip the tilapia and the potatoes. Time to flip them and mix up the potatoes. The potatoes are taking longer to cook, so I took out the tilapia and I'll put it back in when the potatoes are almost done. Then for the hollandaise sauce, just gonna mix a cup of milk with the package of hollandaise sauce and then do a tablespoon of butter. Then I just whisked it all together and brought it to a simmer, but I stirred it frequently. The potatoes are finally soft. It's been 50 minutes. Now I'm gonna put the tilapia back in and let them cook for about 5 minutes while the hollandaise cooks up. And there it is, all served up. The potatoes ended up taking an hour to cook. I don't know why I thought they'd only take 25 minutes, but it's delicious. For tonight's dinner, I am making a chicken cordon bleu casserole. This morning I woke up and put 2 chicken breasts with a cup of chicken broth into my crock pot and cooked it on low for 10 hours. And here is the chicken cooked, so I just need to shred this. For the rest of the recipe, you're going to need 3 ounces of ham, 2 ounces of melted butter, 3 ounces of cream cheese. This is a 6 ounce and I'm gonna use the whole thing. You're also going to need a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I don't have Dijon mustard, so I'm just gonna use regular mustard. Then you're gonna need the juice of 1 lemon and some salt. And Swiss cheese. I've already greased my baking dish. I'm gonna shred the chicken, layer it at the bottom. Then I'm going to add my ham on top of the chicken. Then I'm gonna mix my cream cheese, my butter, my mustard, and my lemon juice and my salt in here. Mix it all together, layer it on top of the ham and the chicken. Then I'm gonna layer it with Swiss cheese And we're gonna put it in the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. I have already greased my baking dish. I have shredded my chicken. Now I'm going to pour the chicken in here. Kind of spread it out. Now I'm going to add some ham. Now I'm going to mix the cream cheese, the mustard, the melted butter, and salt together. So the cream cheese is in there. Now I'm going to squirt the lemon. Of course. Lemons in. The melted butter. Stir it up. Add some salt. A teaspoon of mustard. And mixy. Now I'm gonna pour it on to the chicken and ham. And now I'm gonna layer with Swiss cheese. And into the oven it goes for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, I moved it up to the top rack and I'm gonna put it on broil for 2 minutes. And here it is out of the oven, all bubbly. And here it is all served up. I just need some carrots on the side. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I am making pork chops and macaroni salad. For the pork chops, I have this Mojito lime marinade. I am just putting my 3 pork chops into a Ziploc baggie. And I'm going to pour some olive oil, about a teaspoon. A little white wine vinegar, about a teaspoon of that as well. And the Mojito pack. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in the Mojito pack. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge for about half hour so it can marinate. And now for the macaroni salad. Last night, I just cooked up the noodles so they'd be ready and cold today. And now here it is all cold. I'm going to add a tablespoon of mayonnaise. Mix. Some onion that I have already diced up. Not too much onion. Some mini diced ham. Mix that up. Some cubed cheese. Mix. Little round of salt. Little round of pepper. Stir. And now I'm going to dice up some jalapenos. Just as many as you think your family will eat, or leave the jalapenos out if you don't like jalapenos. I'm gonna do a little bit of the juice. Voila. I roughly diced up some jalapeno, just gonna throw that in. Stir, stir. Now I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and cook up my pork chops. Now it's time to cook the pork chops. Gonna spray a little cooking spray. Let that warm up for a few minutes. I'm just gonna let them cook up on that side for 4 minutes. Okay, it has been 4 minutes. I'm gonna flip them. I just added a little water to the Ziploc baggie that I had the pork chops in to get the rest of the seasoning out, and then just poured it on top. And now I'm gonna let them cook on this side for about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 minutes on this side. And I'm gonna turn them just one more time. I'm just gonna cook them for a minute while I get a plate out. Okay, now I'm gonna take them off the burner, put them on a plate, and let them rest for a few minutes. I'm just gonna go in and hit the Mojito pork chops with a little bit of lime. And that's it. All served up. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I am making French onion soup burgers. I made these on my channel about a month or 2 ago, and I've been craving them ever since. They were so good. So I'm gonna start by putting some hamburger patties into my Ninja Foodi on sear saute. I'm gonna season them with some seasoning salt. And then I'm going, once they're seared on each side, I'm gonna do like 2-3 minutes on each side. Then I'm gonna pour half this can of French onion soup. Then I'm going to add some onion on top of that. I have about a half that I just cut up into little rings here. Actually, my husband did it for me. I'm gonna put those on, and then I'm gonna put the rest of the French onion soup on top. Then I'm gonna cook them on slow cooker, high for 4 hours. Then when they're done, I'm going to put a piece of Swiss cheese on top of the burgers and broil them. I'm not sure for how long yet, but I'll show you. Then when they're done, I'm gonna put them on these delicious brioche buns, add some of these crispy fried onions, and that's it. So delicious. Like I said, I've been craving these since I made them on my channel about a month or 2 ago. So I'm gonna start by seasoning my burger patties. Ninja Foodi on sear saute, low, medium. I have seasoned both sides of the burger patties. Now I'm going to sear them up on this side, cook them for 3 minutes, and then flip them. It's been 3 minutes. Now I'm just gonna flip them. So I'm just gonna let them cook this side for 3 minutes. Okay, they've been cooking on this side. I'm going to flip them again. Now I'm going to put my Ninja Foodi on slow cooker, high 4 hours. Voila. Add half of the French onion soup. My onion and the rest of the soup. And then I'm just gonna pop the lid on and let them cook for 3 hours and 59 minutes. They are done. Now I'm gonna put the Swiss cheese on top. And we're gonna switch my Ninja Foodi to broil 450 for 2 minutes. I don't know how that happened, but one of the pieces of cheese fell off my burger patty. And I just put the burgers on the buns. Now I'm going to do a little bit of French fried onions. We have a little macaroni salad left over from yesterday, so I'm going to serve that up on the side. I did a little bit of the onion soup in the bowl for us to dip. And that's it. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Have a fabulous week.